What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a video where I feel like it's something that I really needed when I first got into makeup and I could not find it for the life of me. So just a little backstory, I got into makeup, like really into makeup, maybe like 4 years ago when I first found YouTube, and I would watch all these beauty gurus. Why did I say it like that? All these beauty gurus doing their makeup so beautifully, but no one really had a video out that talked about like what they had at first. What are the basics that a beginner needs? So I thought today, I'm sure there's a ton of these videos now, but I wanted to make one for myself where I could teach you guys, because I know I have a lot of followers on Instagram that watch my YouTube videos. I wanted to show you guys maybe some beginner products that you could buy, and these are all drugstore, guys. So you don't really have to go to Sephora and spend so much of your coin. You can hit up the drugstore and you will find something just as beautiful. So before you keep watching, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy this kind of video, so I know that you guys are liking these kind of videos. And also leave me comments below to tell me what kind of videos you guys want to see, because I love adding them up to my list and creating these videos for you. So without further ado, let's get into the bag. All right guys, so I have my big bag here of makeup that I think that every beginner really needs in their life, or at least that I would spend my money on if I was a beginner. So to start everything off, let's start off with primer. So in the beginning, I would have told you that primer really doesn't do anything, and I did not care for it. I didn't think that I should ever even spend my money on something that I wouldn't really see the results of. But I recently got sent to me a primer that has changed that whole view, and yes, it was a drugstore primer. Now, this is the Covergirl truBLEND Base Business Pore Minimizing Primer, and this primer does a really good job at minimizing your pores and just smoothing the skin without it feeling really silicone-y, because I hate that feeling so much, and I know a lot of people do actually, but I think that this primer is well worth your coin. I feel like it really works. It really helps makeup stick on there and last longer, and it makes your pores look smaller. Hello. Next up, we have foundation. So for me, in the beginning, liquid foundation scared the effing crap out of me. I thought that I was gonna look like an old lady wearing liquid foundation, but now I'm all about liquids, and I'm like, peace out to powders. Like, those make you look old. So my favorite foundation that I have found recently actually is the Covergirl truBLEND Matte Made Foundation, and I'm in the shade T10. Now, I really like this foundation because it says that it's matte, but really what it is a perfect natural finish. The most perfect natural finish. I feel like it looks like my skin. I feel like I could build it up to full coverage if I wanted to, but in the beginning it's medium coverage. And I think that that's what a beginner really needs. This is a really good bet if you have normal to, I would say normal to oily skin. I think that this is the absolute best foundation at the drugstore right now. So definitely gotta get your hands on this one. All right, concealer. So I used to be a huge concealer freak. Like, I would just buy concealer and basically put it all over my face. But although you can still do that with certain concealers, I don't really recommend it. So if you really wanted to, you could just spot cover, and that would also give you a beautiful flawless finish, but I don't recommend putting concealer all over your face. But if you want concealer just for your under eyes to highlight and to take away those dark circles, I recommend two products. So I have these two right here. The first one is the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD, and I have the shade Pure Beige. So I really enjoy these like a lot. The only thing I will say about these though is I hate the applicator. It is the weirdest little brush applicator ever. So I really recommend using this concealer with your fingertips. I don't really like it when I pat it out with a sponge, but for your fingertips, I think this one's great. And y'all already know that I think that your fingertips are your best tools. So if you want a little bit more coverage, you guys know that I love my Shape Tape. I love Shape Tape to no end, but there is a much cheaper option to Shape Tape. and it is the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. So this concealer is super, super cheap. I have it in the shade C8, by the way. And I think that it is pretty up there with Shape Tape, and it's a fraction of the price of it. And I do think that they have just as much shades, if not more shades, than Shape Tape. So if you want fuller coverage, I recommend this one. If you enjoy a little bit of a lighter, dewier coverage, I recommend the LA Girl Concealer. So after putting on all of those creams and liquids, you need to set down your face. You need to bake those under eyes. So what do I recommend? I recommend the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is the loose finishing powder in the shade light medium. Obviously, choose your shade, but I have really been enjoying this. I think, I'm not gonna say it, but ooh, I guess I'm gonna have to say it. So I do think that it's pretty close to beating my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and that's because this has a little bit more pigment to it, so it does help cover my under eyes. So if you have really dark under eyes, I think this is your best bet. And it's so cheap, guys. I think it's around $8.99 or something. I'm gonna put all the prices up here, so you guys are gonna know all the prices to these things, but I think this is the best powder ever for baking and also for setting your face. If you want to bake, you just take a sponge with it and you gently press underneath your eyes and then wipe it away after 5 minutes. So now you have your base all finished. You're gonna have to add some dimension back into your face. And the best way to do that is with bronzer. So bronzers, I just recently found my all-time favorite drugstore bronzer, and that is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. So I know a lot of people think that this may be too light, but girl, they came out with darker shades. This is in the shade Deep Bronze, and it is perfect for my skin tone. If you're a little bit darker than me, I don't think that you're gonna have a shade in this, which really pisses me off because you guys know I'm all about inclusion, and kind of makes me mad that they don't have a dark enough shade, but to be honest with you, a lot of drugstore brands don't. But if you can find a drugstore brand that has a very deep bronzer, please let me know, because I will link that below as soon as I figure out which ones do. I just have yet to be able to find one. I know that brand Iman has some, but I can rarely find those in the drugstore. So obviously I love bringing dimension back into my face with this product. I also think that this is a great product because as soon as you apply it, it's not too much product. It's a very light layer and you could build it up to as much product as you want on your face. So this is my #1 pick for bronzers. So this is also a new purchase from the drugstore, but is one of my favorite things to do in makeup, and that is to apply blush. So I think honestly, probably one of the first makeup products that I've ever bought in my life as a child was blush, and I would just put big old pink cheeks on my face, which didn't really end up working for me because I already have really big cheeks, and just, you know, splotching some pink in the center of your face doesn't really help that out. So I just kind of looked like I had bigger cheeks. But you know what? I've learned to embrace them, and by doing so, I have a very large collection of blush, and I could tell you that these new L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted blushes are bomb. They smell like peaches. I wouldn't say it smells like the Too Faced peach collection, but it does have a scent of, like, you know those peach rings that you get at the movie theaters or on Halloween? That's what they smell like. So it smells super, super good, and it's such a pretty color. It's a beautiful orangey shade. I really enjoy it. It's kind of showing up a little bit lighter on camera. So I have really been enjoying this, and I do think that blush is something essential along with bronzer in a starter kit. So this next product is one that sits very heavily with me. It is something that I enjoy. I fully enjoy doing. I fully enjoy looking like a disco ball, and that is highlighter. So yes, I do recommend every beginner have a highlighter. Maybe not an intense highlighter, but a highlighter of some kind, because you do want that healthy glow to your face. So if you don't like a nice dewy glow, then you could totally skip this step of buying this product. But I think that the Wet n Wild MegaGlo highlighting powders are the absolute best highlighters in the drugstore at the moment. I have the shade Golden Flower Crown and I have Precious Petals. And these are just like, ugh, guys. Honestly, I think that they're some of my favorite highlighters in general. It doesn't matter how cheap they are, and they are pretty damn cheap. I love these so much. They're just the perfect amount of creaminess. They give you the most beautiful glow from within. They're just, they're dreamy. They're pretty freaking dreamy. Oh, something I totally forgot, and I don't know how I forgot it. It was like at the bottom of my bag. Eyebrows, guys. Oh my, how did I forget? How did I almost forget about eyebrows? That's like my favorite part of my face. So I always get people asking me, what do you use on your eyebrows? How do you fill them in? I have a video, by the way, of how I do my eyebrows. So I will put that in one of these little links up here. But what do I use on my eyebrows is what's the most important. So I really like using the e.l.f. Lock-It Liner and Brow Cream. And yes, this is super cheap, guys. So cheap. That's what I have on my eyebrows today. It's basically the Anastasia Brow Pomade, but a little bit more of a gel consistency. And yes, if someone wants to take you swimming on the first date, you could go swimming with this because it does not budge. I went to the beach with this and I still looked like my eyebrows were snatched, honey. All right, guys, so last but not least, in my starter makeup kit, I recommend that you guys get a good lip gloss. So this lip gloss is the NYX Butter Gloss. I have been hearing great things about these lip glosses since, probably since YouTube started. I've had this lip gloss since I think 2009 or something like that. And it is still to this day, my favorite formula of lip gloss that I own. And these guys are super cheap. They're only like $4 and they just give a really cute plumpness to your lips. All right, guys, so we are coming very close to the end. Actually, this is the last product that I have in my bag. So I chose this Covergirl Flourish by Lash Blast mascara. I've been loving this mascara so much lately. I know I did like an ad for them on my Instagram, but once they sent me this, I was like, oh yeah, I'll totally work with you guys because this mascara made my lashes look so long, so long. So I have one eye that has long lashes and one eye that has lashes that are like hella straight. And this made my super straight little wimpy lashes look so long. So I've been loving this mascara so much lately. I've always loved the Lash Blast, the orange tube. I just didn't even know that they came out with this one until they sent it to me, and I'm obsessed with it. So definitely go out and get it. All right, guys, so that is it for this video. I hope that you guys found this video helpful. If you have any questions at all, please leave them down below in the comments. I will more than likely answer every single question that you guys have. If you need any other help with other products that I forgot to mention in my little starter bag, let me know and I will add it in the description box down below. So yeah, I hope that you guys really like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have a new video coming out every single week, and definitely give this video a big ol' thumbs up. It helps me out a lot, so I know if you guys like these or not. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.